Hey everybody, I'm Lindsay Cross and I'm an Elite Level 5 Lexus Achiever in Montgomery, Alabama, and I want to welcome you to W.I.N team. There are so many new consultants that are joining this team that I wanted to go ahead and offer you guys a new consultant training. So what I want to share with you guys first is just my story and a little bit about me. I certainly love more than anything being able to be a part of a positive trajectory in your lives. Honestly, that is what drives me to do this business. Rodan & Fields has completely changed my life and the lives of my husband and my two girls. And I want to share with you how that's happened. So in 2010, I was approached about becoming a Rodan & Fields consultant. My background was in speech pathology. I absolutely loved practicing and working with people who were stroke survivors or head injured patients. And when this opportunity was brought to me, I literally saw it as a way that I could continue being a part of helping people now through dermatology. I certainly did not want to send my girls to daycare, but needed to contribute to the family financially. So I jumped in with both feet. Now, what does that look like? I hear a lot of people say that if they're going to do this business, they want to be all in. I was all in about 5 to 10 hours a week. So first, I just want to tell you guys that this business is not necessarily reflective about the number of hours that you put in. It is about the consistent activity. So I think that that is super important for you all to know. The other thing that I saw was just the huge potential to ride the coattails of these doctors. I was completely blown away by the clinical studies of the products. I knew what they had done with Proactive, and I was truly shocked that they were going to give me an opportunity to do this with them when they didn't need me their first to go around and building $1 billion brand. So I began sharing with everyone that I knew. I did not ever feel like I was bothering anyone. I truly felt like I had a gift to share with the opportunity as well as with the product line. So fast forward just 4 months, I was able to reach level 5. I surpassed my speech pathology income, and this team was on fire duplicating. What does duplicating mean? So I love that there were other people like me who were looking for options, and that is what Rodan & Fields offers. It offers options whether you're in this business just to get your products at wholesale. There's the option for that. Whether you want to just make an extra $500 a month, there are options for that. But it is also a way to pack in a 30 to 50-year career into 4 to 5 year business plan. That sounded amazing to me. So what I mean by duplicating is that I was telling people about the business and the products. People were joining my team. People were joining my people's teams and just duplicating and doing the same thing. And that is the beauty of how this business quickly began to spread for one team across the United States. Within 2 years, this team was a Lexus achieving team. I was earning a 6-figure income, and the rest is history. We have been a part of this company, almost since the beginning. And I will say that a lot of people think that that's why we've been successful. I want you to know that now is the perfect time. In the beginning, we were having to establish what Rodan & Fields was and why people should respect it. Now we are a household name. We are the #1 skincare company in all of North America across all price points. To be $1 billion brand in such a short period of time is truly remarkable. So I want you to know that you're on the best team, you have joined the best company, and you have joined at the best time. So to jump into the training, what do I want to talk to you guys about? I've got my list right here, so just know that I may reference these notes, but I want to talk about what's important now. You will hear us refer to that as WIN, and I'm going to give you the top 10 to win. I love coming on calls like this and doing these for the team, really because our system is so simple. We have a system that is duplicatable, and if you plug into it, when you have someone joining you in business, you will do the same. So what's important now? The very first thing I want you to do is to start a dirt list. What is a dirt list? A dirt list is literally anyone who would buy dirt from you. starting off your business with a bang is so important for you to grow in your confidence, for you to, be able to learn as you go. That is what this business is. It's a learn as you go business. Please do not think that you have to know everything before talking. I tell people all the time to go with ignorance on fire, because there's excitement there and people will sense that in you. So in creating your dirt list, just people who will support you, your best friends, your family, people that you've worked with, those biggest cheerleaders that will be open to hearing and exploring Red, W.I.N Fields with you. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the importance of three-way calls. What in the world is a three-way call? Maybe you joined this business and you didn't do a three-way call. I first encourage you to ask your sponsor to line up an introductory call with your upline. I would love to talk with every single one of you that have joined this team. So I encourage you to do that. But what is a three-way call? A three-way call is simply just a way for your upline sponsor, maybe your sponsor is brand new and they don't know how to do one, you keep reaching up until you find someone who will. It's just a way to provide validation, a third-party validation. It's also a way for you to learn. It's also a way for someone who's more tenured in this business to share with your friends or your family, these dirt list people, about the products as well as about the business. It's not any way to try to, rope somebody in something to make them do anything. These are very casual calls that will literally take maybe 10 to 20 minutes to share about Red, W.I.N Fields. So I encourage you in your very first month to do no less than 5 three-way calls. And I want to stop here and say, when I'm doing a call, a training call like this, I feel it is my job, my duty as a leader in this business to set an expectation. Not an expectation for what I expect from you, but an expectation for what it looks like to go fast and to be successful. My number one, dream for you guys is to have a fast return on investment and for you to be successful in this business. Unless you've come in just to be a face washer or a wholesale consultant, some people will refer to themselves as that, then you've probably come into this business to make money. And you can do that. So when I'm going through this top 10, just keep that in mind. Okay, so in doing 5 three-way calls in your first month, you're going to hear your sponsor over and over and over talk about the business and talk about the products. You're going to be putting yourself in front of people who can hear your excitement. And it literally is a way to get you off to a very fast start, whether that's getting some customers under your belt or potentially business partners, which would be awesome as well. Okay, the third thing, I want you to schedule 2 BBLs. Now, what is a BBL? A BBL is a big business launch. It doesn't have to be big. It can be 2 or 3 of your dirt list friends. It can be your bunco group. It can be some friends from church. Whatever you just want to get in front of as many people as you can with your sponsor. If your sponsor doesn't live close, you do these virtually. You can use Zoom like what I'm using right now. It's a free service. Or go through Facebook Live. There's so many easy ways to do that. And I'm happy to help anyone learn how to explore those options. So you want to schedule 2 BBLs, one for just as soon as you join in business, as fast as you can. There does not need to be some invitation that you put in the mail. You reach out, you text people, pick up the phone and call people and get them together. If you do one your first month, you want to go ahead and schedule a second one for your second month in business. All right, number 4, I encourage you to do 200 reach outs. I'm sure you're like, what the heck? How in the world am I going to reach out to 200 people? I don't even know what to say. It is awesome that we have some beautiful, simple reach out language that so many leaders have come together and poured into creating so that it is simple for you just to plug in. 200 may sound daunting, and I just want to tell you right off the bat that this is a numbers game, and you want to just reach out to as many people as you can. You will never be as excited as you are right now in joining this business. So I encourage you just to go. Talk as fast as you can. Message people. We use Facebook Messenger. We use picking up the phone. You just want your message to convey how excited you are. One thing that I encourage you to try is through your phone or through Facebook. You can actually record a message. I think that is so much better than the written word alone. As a speech pathologist, I know that 90% of communication is lost just whenever you are typing it. So I encourage you to, talk to people face to face when you're at soccer practice or ballet or hockey or wherever you are. Bring it up in conversation. When someone asks you, what have you been doing? Oh my gosh, I just started my own business. Be quiet. Let them ask, what in the world are you doing? So you can begin to, start that conversation naturally. That is how I began this business, just weaving it into the things that I was already doing. And it was extremely effective. So in reaching out to 200 people, look at the course of your first month and break it up, five or so reach outs a day. And to me, this business, going back to the amount of time that you spend on this business, it is about consistency as opposed to time. I would so much rather you spend 15 minutes of consistent activity a few times a day, weaving it into your busy life, than to sit down and feel like, oh my gosh, I have to reach out to 200 people and I only have a month to do it. That is overwhelming. But consistent income producing activities such as reach outs, three-way calls, and these BBLs will be a huge way for you to grow your business. All right. So number 5 is Pulse. Please, please, please do not get lost in Pulse. Pulse is your back office, if you will. And I encourage you to get with your sponsor and let them show you Pulse 101. What I mean by that is I want you to look at the Getting Started site. That is absolutely the best way for you to look at how, as a whole, Radiant Fields wants you to get started. It is a very simple system that if you sat down for an hour, you could literally get through every single piece of it. Work with your sponsor in doing that. It's going to ask you to create such things as your story. It's going to ask you to talk about or to really think hard about your why. Why are you doing this business? A lot of times people have a really hard time coming up with that, or they'll come up with something that's just a financial reason, like I want to be able to pay my mortgage, or I want to be able to pay for a car for my daughter that's about to turn 16. I want you to really dig deeper and ask yourself, why not? What will your life look like if you don't do this business a year from now? How will your life not have changed? Sometimes I think it's easier to delve into that emotion whenever you can really think about what you truly want this business to do for you and your family, or for you all on your own, maybe. Anyway, digging deep into that why is what will drive you to be consistent and to push yourself beyond your comfort zone. Okay, so getting into Pulse, you will begin to see the business development library. I honestly only want you to glance over a few documents in there. The product training is super helpful, just to read through one time. Also, being sure that you have such files as the preferred customer order form and the business kit options. That's it. Okay, so you've looked at the Getting Started site. You've looked at Pulse. Your sponsor, of course, will walk you through how to enroll a new customer and how to enroll a consultant. So those are super good things to be able to discuss with her or him as well. On your .com site, that is your online store, there's a solution tool. This is your best friend. The doctors literally spent hundreds of hours creating algorithms to be able to tell your clients or your friends by answering a series of questions exactly what they would recommend. So still, all these years in this business, I still never make a recommendation without resourcing the solution tool. These two doctors are the most famous dermatologists in the world. They certainly have more credibility than I do. So I encourage you to get familiar with that solution tool and let that be your best friend when recommending products. Okay. Also, the number 6 is the Fast Start program. every single one of you should be running for Fast Start. So what is it? If your sponsor's not talked with you about it already, ask her if I've not explained it thoroughly enough. But this is a way for you to get your kit money back. Again, my biggest goal right here from out of the gate is for you to have a fast return on investment. And the Fast Start program is the way to do that. So what do? You need to sign 2 business partners, or bring 2 business partners alongside of you. Let's talk about locking arms with 2 people and help them reach executive consultant. Executive consultant is someone who has 100 in sales volume, which comes from your personal order as well as retail orders, and having a 600, what we call PSQV, which is your personally sponsored qualifying volume, which comes from preferred customers or people who join you in business, their order. That's all I'm really going to say about compensation. There's a file on that too that you can reference in our training. So if you have your start month and the next 2 months to reach level 2. If you have 2 people who join you in business who reach executive consultant, you get your kit money back. If in 6 months you bring on just 2 more partners, so you have 4 people who have reached executive consultant, they will give you your kit money back again. This is one reason why I love to leverage the $9.95 kit. Not only is it the biggest bang for your buck, but if somebody's going to give me some money back, I want it to be $1,000. Canada, of course, you've got your different amounts, and Australia will as well. Excuse me, let me take some of my drink. But I'm talking about that most expensive kit. I want that money back in my pocket. I want that money back in my pocket twice, which is what the Fast Start bonus can do for you. Okay, number 7 out of the top 10 ways to win is Lead the Way. I hope you all know about Lead the Way. This is such a fun program where Rodan & Fields literally rewards you for doing your business. They reward you for getting preferred customers, and they reward you for getting business partners. You can reference the Lead the Way flyer in the Business Development Library, as well as the Fast Start flyer. So that may be 2 more things only that I would tell you to look at. Let's talk real quick about preferred customers. I'm sorry, my throat's dry. What is a preferred customer? So preferred customers get 10% off all orders and free shipping on orders that are over $80. That's U.S. price again. I will always reference U.S. price. Canadians, you reference your prices for those things. I believe it's 90 as well as for Australia. So you guys, preferred customers get these incredible deals. They are not set on an auto shipment. I like to describe this as an optional replenishment program that the customer or yourself can edit or delay at any time. I have some customers that I really think only wash their face twice a month, because maybe they only order every 6 months. I have some customers that are like clockwork, and every 60 days they need their products. But again, preferred customers are just absolutely the best way for your customers to purchase, and it also is the volume that helps you promote. So it is a win-win for both of you. All right, so be sure to look at Lead the Way and go to the Lead the Way website at rfjourney.com, and you can go ahead and start your Lead the Way profile. All right, 3 more things. Number 8, utilizing social media. There is such a smart way and a not smart way to do this. Absolutely, when you join this business, I encourage you to shout it from the rooftops on your own personal Facebook wall to let people know your doors are open. Do you have to do this? No, but I certainly think, why wouldn't you want to reach several thousand people at one time, letting them know that you are in this business? It's something we get to leverage, and that is so very important for you to have that mindset of what you get to do, not what you have to do. All right, so utilizing social media is also very important in terms of not over posting. Kind of my rule of thumb is for every 3 things that I post personally about myself, or about horseback riding or fishing or diving, or my kids or my family, for 3 to 1, Rodan and Fields. 3 personal, 1 Rodan and Fields. That way, people will, again, continue to see you for who you are, and Rodan and Fields is just an aspect of your life, okay? Number 9 is plug in. There are so many amazing leaders on this team, and so many different team pages is what we'll call them. I don't want that to overwhelm you. We as leaders love to spoil you guys, and I'm so blessed that there's so much amazing leadership on one team. Absolutely plug into pages, as many as you want to, as long as it doesn't overwhelm you. Again, it's something you get to do, to get to have all these different people that are throwing gifts at you, but not anything that you have to do. But plug in. I also encourage you to plug in to every Sunday night training call. That is something in growing this business that I never, ever miss. You literally have a call that's every Sunday night. It's recorded. You can listen to it anytime that it's convenient for you. It's usually about 30 to 40 minutes long, and it's just a top leader in the business telling you exactly what they've done to get there. I love the community of Rodan and Fields, the abundance that people are so willing to share what you may think is their secret to success, where that's not how people in this company are. We are all in this together, and we're stronger together, and these Sunday night calls will show you that. There's also something called the daily experience. You can ask your sponsor to add you to the daily experience page. This is a little 15 to 20 minute call every day, excuse me, that a different RFX leader in Rodan and Fields does. I want you to limit yourself to 2. So 2 trainings a week is plenty when you are getting started. When you become more tenured, if you need to plug into the daily experience every day to be fed like I do, absolutely go for it. But in the beginning, let's limit that to just 2. All right, and number 10, and lastly, is to schedule a CEO call with your partner, with your sponsor. In this CEO call, you are going to concentrate on what is important right now. You're going to concentrate on this list. You're going to concentrate on scheduling. You're going to do all these things. You're going to execute a plan of how these things are going to happen. And you're going to get organized. I am so super excited for each and every one of you who have decided to take this leap of faith and join Rodan and Fields. I seriously cannot even begin to imagine what our life would look like if I had not said yes, and if I was not coachable, and if I was not ready to listen to all of these things and to implement them. They were a choice, but this is a choice that has led me to earning 7 times what I used to earn as a speech pathologist. Having the ability to have time freedom and financial freedom, there are no words that I could possibly say to you guys as to how much of an impact that has been. I seriously pray that each and every one of you will feel led to share the gift that you have, that you will go forward in confidence. And if there's anything at all that I can do for you, I'm just a click away through Facebook. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and I hope that you all have a killer fast start to your business. Have a great day.